meantime, is there anything you want to do?
I don't think I really have anything
No?
to steal this moment. No.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Do you want to, make any kind of gesture of respect to her? I mean, you have captured a lot of people's attention too.
Yeah, maybe.
So
I have. Yeah, maybe once. Yeah, I might approach the arena, and this might be too soon. But should I just grab some heavy jewelry from the closest wealthy person and present as a prize?
Oh, I see.
Make it official.
Oh, I see.
Do that. Or is there some form of trophy?
No, not really.
The whole person, the whole wealthy person.
I present you this feast.
That's right. There are people right around you. The more I think about it, there are people right around you who are not favorably inclined. There are people, in that level, in social level.
Stern look and try to make them.
I see. Okay.
Comply, I guess.
Okay.
So I don't know.
That might be a
How
little
much?
actually.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I could just show my sharpened teeth.
That would do a nice job.
Yeah.
I'll give you 2 dice.
Yeah, and then I'll have another one for being me. And then I might just start laughing. No.
And do you want to say what happens? Or
no, I want to prove.
You want to prove it? Yes. Okay,
I'm the
so.
only one left without
Yes.
guys.
Well, you got the monologue though.
Yeah.
That's what you wanted. So.
You have one.
I spent it.
Oh, you
Oh,
already put it in
You
a
put it in a
point.
bonus, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So therefore, I think that I'll keep it very basic.
Yep.
Any grumbles of discontent about this low-level Templar who's disgraced Shadow Bride, interfering obviously in 10,000 different ways with the proper function of the arena, and probably going to cost me a lot of money because of all the power structures and shady deals that just got ruined. All the grumbles about that cease.
Because heads explode?
No, because basically Littletooth brings out. Yeah. And all I can see is like all the people you've killed in the game so far, kind of like behind you, sort of spiritually speaking. So I see their point. Yeah.
I haven't killed so many people.
Well,
Before the game.
Sold some, yeah, I sold some.
And before the game.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So
You
okay.
killed a lot of dead people.
Yeah. So Trixie, you are there now, covered with blood from the Templar you were talking to. But all these communications have occurred, and it looks as though Athastra has decided what she's doing, and the brother miraculously is still alive. I could say the same for you. But the real problem of the moment that Ashatra has to struggle with is that Ongal is a difficult. Let's see. No, he will dissipate. And with a shriek of agony, the various Templars' spirits are purplescent and gathered into that. So the next thing she invokes will be all of them.
Nice.
Right. That's right. So yeah, that's okay. That's the deal was settled. It's a one-time thing for each. I release you to kill, and you are released. I get to keep who you kill. That's how it works. So, but Ashatra doesn't look very normal right now. These energies are cascading off of her, and she's not going to be returning completely to her ordinary self. Her experiences early in the evening probably are also contributing to. She may be. I'm not sure just how unstable she's going to be going forward from here, but I could make a case. I can make a case that she's her rather sensible self so far, playing a very dangerous game, but sensible pretty much so far, may start to wobble.
Hey, you swing a pendulum far enough in one
Yeah.
direction.
Yeah.
It will eventually come back.
Hit you in the face.
Okay, so I think though,
What are you gonna do?
well, you may or may not have something you want to do this
Well,
point.
we're just on the same level, so I guess I'll start the Templars
Looting.
deck.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's time to start looting.
Okay. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. They are well armed.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's, and many of them have, these are not high level Templars, but they display what finery they can as status.
Mm.
So therefore, you're probably going to get some nice ornaments and things.
It's really nice.
I'm going to jump down
Mm-hmm.
similar to what he did. So
Mhm,
not trying
mhm.
all the way down, but like
Right.
one to the other,
Mm-hmm.
down to the arena with him.
Okay.
Brother.
So the
And whatever is happening with you, it's like I'm
exactly.
gonna be like, thank you. What
Right.
what's happening with you?
Yeah.
Because I don't think I saw. I
No,
was
no, I
too
don't think
busy
so. You were
trying
busy,
to.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have arrived. Do you have anything to say, Nora?
Thank you so much. This is me.
I don't know. Yes, your brother.
Here you go. Here he is. You wanted him. Yeah.
I can't think of anything else.
Right.
So it's throw him.
Yeah, he's quite paralyzed and probably not really conscious.
No, he's not.
I just see that he's still
He is
alive.
alive.
He's alive. He's not well.
Are you well?
I don't know. I got a tail.
It's like I'm. Are you in need of medical attention?
I don't think so. But it won't hurt.
You definitely had been injured by that javelin.
Oh, right,
but
no,
there's-
I do need medical attention actually, because I have a jab sticking out of my body.
That's true.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yes. Well, that's quite an image, actually.
Yeah.
I've got quite a visual on this. There's more than one manga artist who would do justice to this, I think.
Would you like to get out of here?
Yes.
How large is he right now?
About twice his ordinary size, which
Okay.
is pretty
And-
big. You're a big monster.
And with the tail.
Yeah.
Like,
Regular. I don't know.
do you mind me hitching a ride?
Well,
On your way climbing up?
It's maths I'm talking about.
Okay.
So
Okay.
therefore, you're
Double the mass of
yeah.
I see.
you still increase my height by
Yes,
like
by
half at least.
I would say so. Yeah.
So what, like 10 feet at least?
Yeah.
I'm only 10 feet.
We
tall.
say 3 meters in this country.
Yeah, but
Thank you very
I have written down 7 feet. That's right.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
3 meters roughly.
Just as an aside, since my background is in biology, all scientists, no matter where you are do all their measurements in metric.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I'm used to
Because of Steve.
those.
Yeah, good.
System and things,
Yeah.
you know.
So that transition hasn't been very hard for me.
That's good.
So anyway, the next thing, I have to tell you what Shafter does next. She knows what to say to the crowd, and she says, "What can you show us next? Who's is there anybody here, that my people cannot crush? Rules of the arena: muscles, blades, skill. Alone." So she's going to instate the psionic block.
Yeah.
And she's going to say, "And now my people will take on whoever you, the people of Athos, choose." So she's basically saying, I could blow up all your heads, but I'm being fair. I honor the arena.
Yeah, she's not being very smart about it. Like,
No, because
whoever
you know exactly who's going to
choose,
come out, right?
Yeah.
whoever you choose,
And who's the current
well,
fighter?
fight them.
Remember the champion guy?
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, but like I said, she's gone a little off, and politically speaking, it's not the dumbest thing
No,
to say.
No.
really secret.
Yeah,
I prefer not fighting more.
yeah, I get that, but she's got people.
Then at least give medical attention first for
She'll
my.
she'll even call it out. She'll say, Trixie,
The shadow
the
of
that's right, the shadow of
What?
Ram.
Ram, yes.
Yeah,
Too late.
feared survive the hunters and the assassins and the slayers of Ram. Here to honor my name in the arena.
Trixie.
Yes,
Trixie like, looks up.
What?
And she names she says she says honor to Axel for his victory. Stands down for the next fight, my next fighters. And she then says, I'll even throw you a handicap, or so you think. Little Tooth.
I will run in.
Yeah.
Totally wild.
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like the
So-
Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
And then just suddenly stop and
That's
scratch
what
out my ear.
That's right. And so
With
then-
your foot.
Yeah.
Please, I was really hoping I got that image in my head before you said it.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
I was hoping that nobody would
What?
Oh, it
make
happened.
it audible, but you did.
Scratching my ear with my foot.
Yeah, exactly. And
That's
so
all good.
then, and you are going to be. She's recognizes you want to
Yeah.
tend to your brother, so the three of you
Yeah.
can get dragged off instead of fighting, unless you want to fight too.
I am going to fight here because
Okay.
he's fighting there, right?
No,
No, I'm
he's
getting
out, he's down.
medical attention for it.
Right.
I have a jab in me. I
Right.
need someone to
Right.
take that immediately.
Axel's not going to fight. He won that match.
Okay.
They're off. Right? They're not pitched against anybody. It's these two.
Yeah, I feel no, I have to stay.
Okay.
I have to stay
So
because I haven't
so-
done my part yet.
Okay. So
Like
you're going to come
he-
out too.
He
Right.
saved my brother,
Right.
but
Right.
I
Okay.
still owe them.
So it's the three of you, and the crowd is starting to
How does
chant.
she introduce me?
She actually
She's
was-
surprised I stayed.
she's surprised you stayed.
And that
And
apparently
that's exactly it. It's like and that's all. That's all. She's a and no introduction at all. That's right. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. And so the and Zoidberg. So here we have the entrance of Kabut. The crowd is starting to chant, recognizing that she won't kill them if they chant for Kabut, which whom they are used to cheering for, after all.
I am just going to look at you guys, and I'm like, I have taken out one of the vials, and I'm like, I don't know what you did with yours. I think it was a little bit too much for Axel.
I agree.
it worked out in the end, but
I can
preferably
see
not.
for once, Trixie's like, just say no.
Say no to drugs.
Just this once.
All right, and
Just
I actually don't know that he was being detoxed. So I mean, but Trixie's the one that knows what this is, not him. So that's I'm sort of like asking her
I'm the most
if she thinks it's a good idea. to
I
do
might be the
this.
most willing victim then, I guess.
Fuck it.
So,
Let's do-
Are you guys all going to dose
We
yourselves
can
with this stuff?
split it in three.
Yes, you could.
Pour it on me. See
Or-
what happens.
First, see what the other guys.
Yeah, we can test on one and then.
No, like first see if Kaboo is actually pumped,
Oh,
because he might not be.
yeah, true. We can save it then.
Probably is.
Yeah.
Don't throw it on Kabuto because that's just gonna end badly.
That would be a really bad idea.
Cool idea.
Even more muscles to fight.
I mean, how much time it seems to simultaneously, the vials.
Well, you threw it at him, and it hit his skin,
Yeah.
or hit it, or
Yeah, he
whatever.
kind of ran into the blood with an open
Oh,
wound.
That's right.
yeah,
So
that's
it
true.
did change me from the inside out.
Correct.
It wasn't ingested, it was directly through the blood, and maybe that's why it reacted like that also.
Yeah, probably.
It was too strong, or whatever.
Yeah.
But also probably not a good way to throw at the enemy, because it is a vial. It's gonna shatter and maybe cut them, and then therefore it's spilling into the blood.
Let's see what you guys have in mind.
I think.
I'm gonna give you one of the vials, and you can decide if you want to share it or not.
Can I just go for a grab?
She's pretty good with keeping.
It's a good question.
And he's wise.
Yeah, but he's
But he's also like here,
I might
and
just jump up,
she's-
grab it, and
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
I think that I just drink some of it. Not
Okay.
that big of amounts.
And then you're going to grab it, and
yeah, I might grab while he's drinking.
I
So
see.
he
Yeah.
doesn't, he
okay,
doesn't get it all.
okay. And so Kba appears in the door that he's.
I don't drink mine.
No, I hear you. Yeah. And Kba is a half giant.
Okay.
Which means that he is a little taller than you are now. And is has sort of distorted features. The proportions of his face, are not the same as an ordinary person's. And is sort of realistically proportioned for somebody of that size, in the sense that they would be a lot broader and a lot bulkier in the lower body and legs than you would ordinarily see in like media, where giants are just look like people.
Yeah.
It doesn't really work, right? So that means that that at first he looks like he's like almost slow, comes out, and you quickly realize that he's not slow at all, as basically he hurls a tangle of chains at you, just like right out of the gate, just like flings with a sideways wave of his arm, and this tangle of chains just like lashes out at you guys. So.
Yeah, I think at that moment I'm gonna drink.
Oh,
mine.
okay.
I just wanted to see
Never
what
mind
we're.
then.
It's like I mean, it's a little bit of caution. I wanted to see what we're up against. I forgot that he was a half giant.
Yeah.
I honestly say I forgot he was a half giant.
And he is oddly carrying he shakes his hands or draws from his back these what is very impractical, a full-sized axe in each hand, which isn't, even for his size, doesn't make much sense.
What
Right.
weapons did I even collect from the?
Well, the kinds of weapons they would be carrying, the kukri is a good example, and these things. The one
Like
on the right there.
halberds or something.
It's a weird thing.
Okay.
Can I see?
Yeah, it's the thing she's holding.
Like a stalk with obsidian,
Mace.
I guess.
Yeah, well, it's got a blade.
long
though.
maze.
It's got a blade.
Yeah.
Is it
I
a
think
blade?
it could be obsidian, I guess.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
shards of obsidian. Yeah.
So
Sword mace.
I guess I'll
Long sword mace.
share my
Pole sword.
findings with the
Full
group.
sword.
yeah, good idea. So you get one of these if you want,
Okay.
unless
Uh,
because you're not fully armed. Remember?
I have my cookery.
Oh, you do. Okay.
I mean, do
That's
I
that's the one
Yeah.
that's the one. I mean, I did that.
You did.
They
you did.
are.
Okay, so good. The next thing that Kaba is doing,
or like armor?
um,
Is that something you can
that you
collect?
could have grabbed.
Yeah.
Don't We don't
Yeah, you
have-
could, from the Templar, you
Yeah.
probably could have dragged off like a chest protector.
Yeah.
And so but what he is doing now is bloating, getting bigger and weirder and fatter and in strange proportions, and seems to be moving sideways in both directions, to the left and to the right. And as you can see, the seams splitting open down his
It's gonna
front.
turn into two.
Yeah, and he's dividing into two, which will now explain why he has a two-handed weapon in each hand.
Yeah.
So I'm
And,
very happy to be here with you guys. Thank you.
It's fun not
For
being
your-
here right now.
That's right. Yeah, you saying exactly the opposite. And thank you that I'm not here in this fight.
This would be a good fight.
Yeah, so here comes Kaba, both of them.
Well, however it ends, it's
yeah.
another.
The effect that it's very evident that this ability or this thing that he's doing is due to the very same drug because of the white goo that's accompanying the
Excellent. Let's see what
the
mutations we
split.
get.
yeah. So that is what is happening. I am kind of wondering.
We have time.
We have
It's
time.
only
Time to mutate.
8:20.
Okay. Well, I guess that's fine.
We're gonna need to find out if those mutations are permanent when we drink it. Because for you, he said they're not. But yeah. Let's
Do
see.
we roll dice for the mutations or?
No. That
He
will have
knows
to
what
do.
it is.
Well, more or less. I think more importantly is whoever does the narration of roles
Okay.
pretty much gets to add the details that interest them the most. Me
Do we
included.
grow though? Like, do we become larger or something?
At the moment, no.
No. Okay.
No. So they're not right away.
All right.
So the question is, I just realized, Rue was like, "Oh, they're drinking that stuff. I don't know if I want to drink that stuff." Then she sees Kubo and she's like, "I'm drinking that stuff."
And they shared one. I drank the whole
oh, you
thing.
did,
Oh,
did
yeah.
you?
I'm
Okay.
much smaller.
So.
And she's much smaller also. That's true.
That's true.
And he just got like a small cup. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, guys, let's
And
go
he's
ahead.
larger than all of us normally.
yeah,
Let's
Matthew.
go ahead and see how this goes.
All right.
The Kuba, both of him.
Can we call them Kai and Bo? That would be easier to,
Yeah,
I
couple.
see.
to
Yeah.
differentiate.
Sure, or something. Anyway, the one on the left is charging, and the one on the right is circling.